States. I am here for another training session. I have the Autofeeder set up over here, as you can see. That has, I believe, 6 overs worth of balls in it, I believe, or 4 overs. I believe 4 overs worth of balls. I believe it's 24 total. But yeah, you've got the bowling machine set to 80 miles an hour, something I forgot to show you last time. No bias, just the variability. Got our bats here. I'm just going to use one with a white grip. One of my captains from grade cricket in Sydney gave me this bat on the bottom. Unfortunately, the handle did break on my way back here to the States on the airplane. So it's probably just good for training, and that's about it. Time is 6:45. 6:44 actually, but I say to start at a nice round 6:45. That's it. Let's do it. That's the sound. Let's get ready. Let's do this. Full delivery. A little fuller than expected. Flashing my pads there. Interesting. Full length. I guess this thing is set to full length right now. Got me a little off balance, but I think connected with that nicely. Almost shorter length, these deliveries. So the pitch you played. This pitch has a tendency to hold up a bit. Middle leg, decent line. Ooh. Cut me in half there. Swing Yorker. Needs to get further behind that one. Definitely need to get more behind that one. Better length. Definitely much harder to drive. A little bit more towards long on. Can use the pace on that one. Well, it's definitely giving me some nice swing deliveries. It's an interesting change of length. Definitely a little bit shorter. A little bit more behind these. That's it. Better. That's it. That's it. lay that down. And I think we're out of balls. Where you're out of balls, one of my favorite contraptions invented for the nets. This thing. Let's turn this off. So that's how it works, guys. You get this little contraption over the balls. The little middle barrier opens up, and enough for a ball or two to be captured inside of its kind of barrier, just picking up the balls for the next round that much easier. And it's got a pretty easy way of kind of releasing all these balls as well. That's one of my funnest parts right here. That's it. Back, a few more of these. Setting up the balls again. Before we do that, I want the length a bit shorter. Here's the speed right there. Let's go ahead and start to move as quickly as possible to get a bit of a workout while you train. And that's the point, right? We're going to simulate match conditions. All right, let's move. Let's move. Get in position early. I like to stand a little outside my crease. False alarm. That's it. That's the length we're looking for right there. Right there. Definitely not the way I wanted to play it. Better. Much better. Bit forward than I expected. Moving in a bit. Forward than I thought. Gotta squeeze that one towards the other. That's it. Decent line, good length. Stepped over that one a bit better. That was nice. That's it, over that one. Probably lose. That's that area you want to forward stump, solid line. Great area. Gotta get my head out. definitely not in control. Better, much better. Higher than I expected. Did not play that the way I wanted to. Better. Definitely not as fluent as I would like, but it's alright. We'll make a good training session out of it. Make a good training session out of it. That's what you gotta do. Always gotta be willing to make it count. Perfect. Alright. Let's get this a little fuller. Yeah, that's perfect. Slightly fuller so that we're working on a good length. The back of the rope isn't bad, but I want a good length as well. I want to be able to get the front foot. I want some deliveries to drive. I want to be able to look for those loose deliveries. Right now, I'm not getting many of those. That's it. I don't like that one. Definitely what I want to train. That's it. He runs. Turn line. Remember, this bat is dead. Play that a bit more towards cover. Like that. Oh, hold. Whoa, that was a phenomenal delivery. Fucking way too good for me there. Bounced up off a good length. That's better. That's it. That's much better. That's what I want. I came up, but control. I came up higher than I expected. Should definitely play that one more towards the leg. Should play that one more towards the leg as well. Definitely should have played that one more down. I should have played that one behind a little bit better. Okay. Yep. in my head. That was nice control. Nicely controlled though. That went straight down. Alright. A lot of variability today in this place. A lot of variability. Yeah, so if you notice, the amount of time it takes to play around is not that much more than the amount of time it takes to set everything up on that end when you're by yourself. So, as I was saying, you need to make the best use of your training session. Last round. Let's make the best of this. Stand on the crease here. Okay. Okay, let's do this. All right. Forward. Much better. Way fuller than I would have expected, but not a bad shape. Definitely not the way I would have wanted to play that, but connected. Another Yorker in swing as well, 80 miles an hour. Probably squeeze through gully, I would say. Hit the ground first. That's it. The key is getting forward even more. That's it. That's it. The key is moving forward, fellas. Oh, okay, that's something I like. Oh. Came up. Very lazily played. Very lazily played. Better. That's it. Top of that one. Playing out his control right, probably would have been a catch to point. Top of that one. It's a line that I wasn't judging. It's middle and off, swung that, seam back in. Some block, but I should not have gone after that one. Right, I should have been behind that. That's it, much better. That's a good time. Yep. We're done. Well, another net session. Definitely could have been a bit better. But there were some positives that came out of it. Like knowing really what to focus on to avoid some of these same mistakes in the future. So we'll talk about it a little bit later. But right now, I gotta put these balls away. Clean up. Hey guys, thanks for watching my net session. I had a pretty interesting time today, given the type of variability that I experienced here on this particular lane. Every lane is a bit different, and this particular machine is variable, as I mentioned in one of my other videos as well. So that mixed with the fact that the ground has significant variability, as you noticed, there was a lot of extra bounce in some deliveries. A lot of the deliveries cut away sharply. I'm a left-hander, so that particular machine I have not only over the wicket, but kind of I have it slightly at an angle going away from me as a lefty, because a lot of times that ball has a tendency to move in once you angle it that way. So into the lefty once you angle it that way, which is a very realistic potential angle that a bowler will come at lefty with. It was going across from me, but at the same time it was swinging in, and because of the variability in the pitch, as you saw, some deliveries just came right up. I'm talking right off a good length. I wouldn't even say back of a good length. I would say maybe back of a good length. Some deliveries just rose up sharply. I mean, one delivery I had to fend off near my visor area, which I was able to control and keep down. But that was just one of the many deliveries that you saw that kind of, you know, bounced up and away from me. So always good to train on these kind of surfaces, just so that when you get to game, when you go out there, it hopefully is a bit easier. And just to give some folks that are watching in some other cricket playing nations, particularly test playing nations that have regular cricket facilities, our pitches here are quite different than the pitches in, let's say, at least Sydney, because I have played in Sydney. I have played Premier cricket out there. Actually, they refer to it as grade cricket, but the actual competition's name is called the New South Wales Premier Competition. And the facilities that they use there, I can tell you that their turf is definitely more cricket friendly. You're not going to get deliveries that come up here off of a good length. You're going to get up and down for sure, but the kind of exaggerated up and down we get here in the States, the kind of tennis ball bounce we get here in the States, and the amount that the delivery cuts after it bounces, due to the nature of not just the surface but how the ball comes out of the machine, is something that I did not see in Sydney. In Sydney, I saw much more consistent, I want to say precise bowling machines, with surfaces that are a bit more cricket friendly. So, you know, like I said, a good length is a bit shorter in Sydney than it is here in the States, particularly on these types of surfaces. On this type of surface, it is the one that you saw me play on has a bit of a tennis ball bounce and grips as well. So definitely you know, not an easy training session, and something that, look, I prefer to have here and there. This particular training session, I was by myself, and I utilized the Autofeeder, which in this facility is probably one of the best going around. Autofeeders generally have a tendency of not being 100%. This particular Autofeeder I did not have an issue with. A lot of times you'll see Autofeeders, the actual end of the feeder isn't secured in place, at least what I've seen here in the US, and sometimes the balls have a tendency to leak out, and the kind of tube that feeds the balls into the machine from the auto feeder needs to be adjusted regularly. However, that wasn't the case here. You know, I think there's a phenomenal equipment in this particular facility. It's a new facility, and you know, I definitely had a challenging net session. The playing surfaces, like I said, very different from the ones that I played on in Sydney. So definitely allows or forces you to get on top of the ball more, given the extra amount of bounce that we get here, and as well as, you know, really tests your technique given how much the ball cuts off of the surface. It already swings in the air. The ball already bounces in different places. Every ball, as you've seen, but the fact that it cuts, the fact that the surface plays a part as well, really tests your technique. So I hope you guys enjoy the session, and there's much more to come. If you have any questions or you want me to, you have any particular requests, please write them in the comment section below. If you like this video, please like this video, and if you want to see more of these, please subscribe. As mentioned, I will be making more of these, not just training sessions, but I will be taking you guys to my games, and I will be showing you how the games here are played. You know, I'll be focusing on two main formats, one of them being T20. I'm going to be playing T20s on Saturdays this season, and then the other format being the 40 over format, which is kind of the benchmark over here in the United States, and that is what players are usually judged by. They're judged by the performances in 40 over cricket, although given the way franchises are taking over these days, T20 leagues here are becoming just as competitive. So I'll be giving you a little bit of an insight into both. You know, I look forward to doing so. So season's on its way, and I look forward to making more of these videos for you. So thank you. Take care. We will meet again.